Okay, you guys are just joining me now. Hello everybody and welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise. I say you're just joining me now. If I can figure out how to do it, you'll probably have just seen everything I just did as a fast forward. We're taking on Ibushi really quick. Because we need a material from him, and he's actually shown up as a rampage quest. So, you know, may as well do it. Though I will note, I absolutely hate this place. I hate it so much. These are pointless. They're gonna get destroyed. The only things I'm really over here for is setting up the Wyvern fires here, which I think if I aim that way, it'll be good. I didn't push the right button either. There we go. I hate this one so much. As you'll probably about to see, because I'm just gonna Farcaster here, because I can. I've already lost 2 gates. They were both lost on the very first wave. Nothing I really could have done about it either. I needed to literally use the gong just to not fail on the first wave, basically. I mean, I wouldn't have outright failed. I could have still done it, but I would have basically been fighting from the second area. This is just not a well-designed area for solo. Multiplayer, I'm sure it would work fine, but I ain't doing multiplayer. That's the problem. But I figured I would get you guys to join in with me on this final horde here. Because why not, really? Oh, I didn't realize this actually hit me. Yes! Okay. Damn it. I stopped paying attention to my mini-map. That's how I saw the attack coming from Mitsune, was I was watching my mini-map. Okay, I need to just... Doop. I have another ballista right here. I also have the cannon there, but that's mostly was only even there for Rakana Kadaki, which I do not believe is in this set of monsters. So... I was pushing the wrong button. I was like, why aren't I crag shotting? Because I'm pushing the retreat shot button. That might be why. Okay, that Tigrex is coming for me. That Rathalos decided he wanted some of me too. That's not great for me. Neither is being stunned. This is not going great. This entire rampage has not been going great. How is he on fire? Was I just seeing things? No, he appears to be fire-blighted. Okay. The Wyvern Fire actually fire-blight things? That's weird. Yeah, I don't honestly... Yep, here's Ibushi. I don't honestly know if I can do fast-forward stuff. I mean, undoubtedly, the Sony Vegas is capable of it. I just don't know if I'm capable of it, is my only real concern. There's something I didn't set up here. Yeah, the counter signal. It's great. I'm not there. He'll be here soon enough, though. See?
Don't let it advance!
Ibushi? Ibushi? Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm using this because I know I don't have the range to really do anything with my bowgun from here. And bits of chip damage. Come on, break the gate. This will just keep getting some chip damage. I wonder, can you... No, he is completely unaffected by those. Now, we don't overly need his tail, so I'm really not gonna care too much. Where he is knocked down. I may as well go for it. I don't think I've ever seen that attack before. I have no idea what he was doing. Well, I saw him shoot the beam, so I know that's what he was doing. Come on, big guy. Come this way a bit. Yep, and there goes that and that. Yep. And I'm just gonna come over here and do this. No, I'm gonna do this. Let me play the Song of My People. It goes gong, and that is it. It was like that because I have no musical talent. That is why. So obviously, the Song of My People is going to be something very, very simple. I'm just gonna keep using my slicing ammo here. Because, like, I know I could potentially interrupt him, but, like... I think I still interrupted him. Poor Ibushi. There goes his tail. So this is kind of the bonus to slicing ammo. It is a bit silly. Like, yep, I am out of it though. There he is, poisoned. Like, I would still say that Burst Pierce is better. You just get more damage out of it, but... crap, this has something in it. I'll remove it. I want Yamagi, the cook. I want Chef Kawasaki. What do you think I'm doing, Haman? Ooh, I forgot that was here. The only good thing about this. Tactical nuke! Yes! I love that thing! And, like, it does reload over time, so you can actually get multiple uses out of it.
I'm so proud of you!
There's proof of a hero! This is gonna be over so fast. And that's why I decided to do this as just the start of today. Like, I get this is still fairly long, so this will be a longer episode, but it also changes things up a little bit. To actually start with something instead of... instead of pew pew pew. Instead of just starting in the village all the time. And it lets me remind you all that if you ever have trouble with Ibushi, grab a light bowgun with rapid pierce. Or grab a friend that uses a light bowgun with rapid pierce. If you really don't want to try using the light bowgun yourself. Though it's not a hard weapon to use. Like, I get most people are probably in the camp of, but Gyro! Yeah, but Gyro is really good. There we go. Yeah, I'll actually show this time. This is what I skipped last time. Not really much to miss. But I did skip it last time, so... Now to just hope that I get the material I want. I believe it's a claw we need. I don't think I can get it from the carves. But, you never know. Might be able to. I don't know Ibushi's carves. You think I've fought Ibushi more than now, like, 4? This is, like, my 4th time doing it. Like, I don't fight Ibushi. I know I've said this before, but I don't like the Rampage quests. It's a cool idea, and with friends, this would probably be great. But I don't got friends that have Rise. I've probably got viewers that do, and, you know, at some point I may end up doing some videos with some viewers in Rampage quests just to see what it's like. But I don't got friends with the game, so I can't really... Got a horn. Did I really not get what I needed? It might have been the horn I needed. I really hope I got what I needed. Well, let's see then. We need manage items, crafting list. Yeah, we needed a claw. Because I want to make these. This is something we've been able to do since unlocking that quest. But I want to make them both. They're basically an upgrade to the power charm and armor charm. And they stack together. So you can rebuy a power charm and armor charm. And have both. But we don't have 2 claws, which will mean I'll need to do that again! Yay! I don't want to do that again. I mean, it's not really that important. Yeah, it's this one. I have so many equipment loadouts. I don't... Wait, no. No, yeah, it was. Okay. This is the right one. Even if it's available again, I'm not gonna do it again now. I almost don't want to check, but I'm going to anyway.
Please lend us your strength.
It's not even available. Like, this is the issue with that. Like, I don't... claws. There's no way of just going after Ibushi. I'm really hoping he gets added in here at some point. But okay, let's see. What are we gonna do? Something that doesn't look terribly hard. Something that doesn't look terribly hard. That isn't gonna take too long. All these are multiple monsters. This is gonna be a long episode. Let's do this one. Frosty Stalemate. Let's get going. Here we are. Even if I figure out how to do it, I might actually not fast forward the first 2 waves of that quest. Just because of how long this is probably going to be. I mean, you guys know what I ended up doing. But I may not do it, and I apologize if I don't include it, because that is technically stuff you guys aren't seeing. And that does include the very first time Rajang pops into there, I think. I don't honestly remember the Rampage quests we've done. I don't think I can be blamed. I don't like Rampage quests. I don't like thinking about Rampage quests. Like, I don't... I love the idea. I don't like the execution. At least for solo play. Now, like, this entire series is obviously opinionated based on solo play, because that's what I'm doing. If something's fine, or, you know, vastly different for in the multiplayer experience, that doesn't really apply to me. And I would imagine, as much as Monster Hunter is a game about playing, hunting monsters with your friends, the multiplayer experience probably doesn't matter to a lot of Monster Hunter players. So, in a way, I'm kind of giving a perspective that's really what I'd say probably at least, you know, almost the majority of Monster Hunter players, if not the majority of Monster Hunter players, will probably experience at some point. Well, I can say with certainty that the majority of players are not going to be playing multiplayer all the time. They will have times where they're just not playing multiplayer. So. Hey, Grosshog's coming over here. I actually wanted to start with Grosshog. Because Pteranodon will be kind of easy. Grosshog will be the harder one. Now, I know in previous episodes when I've done that, shit's gone wrong. But I'm confident, darn it. I may have also just fought a Grosshog earlier today. I'm recording this on my own time. So, I'm confident I can do this. Plus, kind of easier than Rajang. Definitely easier than a Bushi would be if I was fighting a Bushi with the Switch Axe. Which is actually like one thing I need to note about Narwa, is just how different she feels to a Bushi. Oh, Pteranodon came back. Turf War! Smack! Smack the Pteranodon up! Or whatever. Now it can be ridden. Just give it a few hits in. Well, it was still getting to that point. I am indeed in control. What you gotta do about it? You yell at me? I ain't gonna do you no good. Bam! Okay. Grosshog time! Because getting damage on Pteranodon will be fairly nice. Assuming Pteranodon lets us get damage on him. It'll definitely make later easier, having all this damage on Pteranodon now. Now to the finisher. You missed. There'll probably be one more dedicated attack in there. Maybe, or not. And Mitsune's coming over. And Pteranodon's leaving again! Yeah, that worked out so well for you, didn't it, buddy? Coming back and all that? Look at Mitsune. She's all determined. Yeah, I don't want to spend today just rambling about the Rampage quest, but that's also kind of what I want to do. I just... yeah. And I know I've ranted about the Rampage quest before, so like it's not even any new ground for me to rant about them again. I will say, with, you know, me wanting to give the single-player experience to you all, I hope I'm doing a fairly decent job of providing not only the single-player experience, but roughly what you could expect of being someone with middling skill level. Because I have never even tried to pretend like I am a skilled Monster Hunter player. Because I'm just kind of not. I mean, as time goes on, I get better. But that's just kind of how playing games works. The more you play them, the better you get. Oh, I didn't realize there was 2 fish there. Oh well. 8% more defense is still 8% more defense. Which is the one funny thing about that Puke armor I've got. Where it's so full of defense up gems, it has higher defense than this armor. By a lot. Let's see if I can actually break the ice this time. I was tempted to try doing like a terrible actual icebreaker, like a conversation topic icebreaker, but like I don't know any. I'm not a social person, so I legitimately do not know how to break the ice, other than smash it with a hammer. Though I imagine doing that in a conversational setting would be effective for getting a conversation going. You just walk up and smash a hole in the wall with a hammer, like... Snow, you almost doomed me. Hey, we broke the ice. I think that was Latte. Latte can break the ice, apparently. That damn, it was just one fish. You wonder the fish change? It could be there's 2 groups of the same type of fish.
Oh no, you don't.
May as well heal up using this.
Stay calm.
I don't know if I swung this again, so I'll sharpen it again anyway. No, I didn't. I'm very tired. I know that's been a trend of the last, 3 recording sessions. I apologize. That is just how bad I am at doing anything to even remotely try to fix my sleep schedule. Though in my defense, I was woken up 2 days in a row now, early. Which is not fun. My mom had to go out 2 days in a row. Well, not 2 days in a row. She had to go out today, and yesterday she slept in. That's what it was. And Frisk gets let upstairs when my mom has had her coffee, basically. At least after she's made her coffee. Well, the day before yesterday, as of recording this, she forgot to let Frisk up, and Frisk did not forget that she should have been let up, and then decided to wake me up to let her upstairs. She then proceeded to spend maybe an hour upstairs the entirety of yesterday. Today, my mom had to go out somewhere, and Frisk was let upstairs, but then, as my mom left, she put Frisk back down here. And Frisk decided that wasn't gonna do, and woke me up to get let back upstairs. And then proceeded to stay down here with me for the entire day. I honestly, at this point, question why we even bother shutting her down here, because she's not gonna get into anything if she's let upstairs all the time. I mean, she might get into something, but the chances of that is so slim. And all she does down here is interrupt my sleep. I'm like, I get she's still an energetic kitten, but it would be really nice if She was allowed upstairs all the time.
That's it.
I honestly don't think she would cause a fuss, just because, well, she doesn't sleep up there that much. Everywhere she used to sleep upstairs, the spot she would sleep has been altered, and she doesn't like sleeping in those spots anymore. Like, she used to sleep on top of a animal carrier up there, but a thing to note, that animal carrier also had like 3 fluffy blankets all stacked on top of each other on top of it. So like, it wasn't so much the cat carrier, well, animal carriers, not exactly cat specific. It wasn't the carrier that she was sleeping on, it was the blankets. That carrier is also now down here because it's her timeout carrier. It just made more sense than using her baby cat carrier, which is way, way too small for her now. She's quite the big girl now. So, she can't really be using her baby carrier anymore. Well, she can. Like, it's not so small that she can't use it. And it's honestly probably about the size that would be recommended for a cat. But I prefer my cat to be comfortable, so... I should probably heal. I want to sharpen. Okay, I've got time to sharpen. Yeah, you've already got your blades. You didn't really need to do that, but like, I appreciate it. Ow. Ah, jeez, I'm stunned again. Latte! You're the only competent one. Latte! That was very close, Latte. Oh, jeez, I'm stunned again. Please, Moxie, please, Moxie, please, Moxie. Okay. Just wanted to get up to my Moxie recovery. Get up to John Moxie. Moxley. I hate to say it, and I know I haven't talked about wrestling at all, but I do watch wrestling from time to time. And I am very much in the same camp as Jim Cornette when it comes to John Moxley. If the stuff he's doing in AEW is what he wanted to do in WWE, and was frustrated because they wouldn't let him, they were looking out for his health. Like, what he's doing is stupid. I get there's a fan base for the deathmatch wrestling. I'm not part of that audience. Like, I don't mind seeing blood. Like, as long as it's not my own blood, I really don't care. It's just, it completely breaks immersion. Like, that's kind of the problem with selectively using blood in wrestling. Is, like, let's say you have one match where 2 dudes are quote-unquote beating the snot out of each other, and they both come away from it not bleeding at all. And then in the very next match, some guy throws a punch, and suddenly there's blood. You're now going to be looking at that previous match and going, wow, those two were weak. They may look strong, but damn, they're weak. They couldn't even make each other bleed. Meanwhile, this scrawny guy just made the other guy bleed from a single punch. Like, that's the kind of thing that you get. That's, you know, that is immersion. If you allow yourself to get immersed, that will break your immersion and also will basically it'll ruin the perception of a wrestler. Like, it's the same as for me watching AEW. I can't personally take Pac seriously. And anyone that watches wrestling might be like, well, why is that? Well, because he needed help to beat Orange Cassidy. That's why. He needed help to beat somebody who wasn't even trying. How am I supposed to take him seriously anymore? Like, he's a talented wrestler. I'm not saying he isn't. But AEW wants me to care about the numbers. They want me to care about performances. But at the same time, that they may as well have just had Orange Cassidy squash him. It would have had the same effect. Like, I'm going to capture actually that. Come on, come this way. Come, no, this way. This way. Cross hog. Yoo-hoo. Thank you. Just for time's sake, I am capturing. I'm just kind of rambling about other things. This just happens during long series. I don't know how people can manage to actually still talk about the game. Well, I know how. It's because most long series are an RPG, and RPGs, we'd still be experiencing fully new content. And, you know, we're not exactly experiencing fully new content. This is a new hunt, and we did get to see a turf war, but I believe we already saw that turf war in the past, so it's not even like that's new. Plus, I mean, series like this are just kind of my way of going, yes, I am nerd, hello. How does this even go? Right, this is part of the... Yeah, okay.
Sweet.
Oh. Relic record. Bam. Trying to remember where the frickin'... Right, it's down here. Here's what I was looking for. But yeah, with the wrestling I've been talking about there, like that is kind of my biggest gripe with modern wrestling. It's so hard to take it seriously because the performers aren't. Well, the performers might be. It's kind of a mix of them and the promoters. Like, sure, you know, they might tell you that, you know, like, once again, using AEW, they might try and tell you that, oh man, these people hate each other, they want to try to kill each other, but the fact that they could have a match and there be no blood come out, and then you get, you know, end of the show, you get unsanctioned match between two people, and within like 2 minutes there's blood everywhere. Those are the people that seem like they actually want to kill each other. And that was kind of the beauty of old wrestling, is that's what it was built on. These people want to kill each other. That was kind of, you know, as much as by this point it was kind of already being phased out. That was even something that the Attitude Era could get right. Is when the feud mattered, they made you actually believe that feud mattered. Now, you know, as mentioned, they kind of failed at that from time to time. I'm not one of these wrestling fans. It's like, but the Attitude Era was the best. It wasn't. The Attitude Era had Stone Cold, it had The Rock, but it had Tripsy. But past that, it didn't really have much else. In the mid-card was kind of interesting, but
No, you don't.
it like the Attitude Era was good. The Attitude Era also had one thing going for it that modern wrestling doesn't, and this is my opinion as to why wrestling isn't as popular as it was during the Attitude Era. For one, the stories aren't believable anymore. Stories weren't that believable during the Attitude Era. Let's make that abundantly clear. They really weren't. Some of them were, a lot of them weren't. But a big part of why I believe modern wrestling is just not as popular, and I'm not saying wrestling should go back to this, I just want to preface that right now, is Attitude Era wrestling, and before, had a lot of TNA. Now, I don't mean the wrestling promotion TNA. It had a lot of, well, sex appeal. It kept horny children in seats. Like, that was the market. Basically, horny teenagers were the ideal market. And wrestling just doesn't have that anymore. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's probably why wrestling isn't performing anywhere near as well as it used to. Though, ironically, some female performers of today, and some male performers too, are wearing far less than their older counterparts did. Like, sure, the older counterparts would occasionally get involved in, you know, the occasional tuxedo match, which was not very common. Which I feel is a real shame, because it was and still is a pretty decently sized demographic of female wrestling fans that probably wouldn't have minded seeing a couple of guys trying to rip each other's clothes off. Because that's the premise of a tuxedo match. And then you get the bra and panties match, which is same concept but for women. Only they're not ripping off, you know, the underwear, they're just ripping off clothes to expose it. In most cases, they weren't wearing much more than that to begin with, so... Okay. And during the Attitude Era, I was way too young to be the target demographic. I watched with my mother for, well, I don't know exactly what wrestling she watched for. I watched for Stone Cold Steve Austin to the point where when I was like, geez, I think I was like 4 or 5, somewhere in that range. I had, for Halloween, my costume was Stone Cold Steve Austin with hair. So I guess I was closer to Stunning Steve, but I had the Austin shirt. So yeah, jeez. Snow, you missed, but I somehow got out of that fine. Like, I was a little wrestling nerd. And even now, like, as I mentioned, I still watch wrestling from time to time. I don't watch it anywhere near as much as I used to. Like, when I was a kid, I watched wrestling every week, as long as we had cable. Like, I would not miss the show. I watched Raw and SmackDown every week. Yes, I did that just because I could. Along with watching wrestling. I did that because I could too. I loved watching it. Even as a kid, also this is a point, during the Attitude Era, and kind of before and after as well, SmackDown was kind of seen as just the workhorse show where the better wrestlers were. And yeah, it was. Even as a kid, I knew that. I was always just amazed and in awe of the SmackDown wrestlers more than I was the Raw wrestlers. Like, that's something that even, you know, little 4 or 5-year-old me could recognize and appreciate it. Man, am I glad ground tremors were nerfed. In World, that would have been so annoying. Oh, right for the capture. Okay, well, we're gonna capture. I could finish him off, but capturing him also finishes him off. Bam. And I get to stop rambling now. This has been a long episode. I may not include anything at the beginning other than the end of the rampage bit. The final wave. Because this has been long. I could have recorded like 2 1/4 episodes in the length of this recording session so far. Maybe not what you guys saw, but definitely in the length of this recording session. And so far, this is the first thing I've recorded. So, you know, kinda need to get working on other stuff. Another episode. Rank 26 now. Here we are. Now, there's actually something I want to go over really quick. Because I know we took on Chameleos in the event quest. To hunt Chameleos. You know, this one. There is this to hunt Kushala Daora. But I kind of don't want to do this before Kushala's quest naturally comes up. Not that I have anything against hunting Kushala. No, I'm gonna be hunting Kushala. I want Kushala's armor and weapon.
There's no rush. So
But
take your time.
I don't exactly want to always fight the Elder Dragons before we get to them. And if I remember correctly,
Anytime.
Kushala's hunter rank 30. So I might be remembering wrong. We've already seen Kushala, so it's not really a spoiler to say Kushala is coming. I'm saying a lot. Yeah, come in here. I'm just trying to think of what I want to do before I end this. I do want to get some trank bombs. Yes, that's many. That would be a terrible idea. That's just, I can't do math right now. I was just gonna try and do double the amount of traps I've got, but yeah, because we normally only use 2 per trap, so we need double per trap. Yeah, with that, I thank you all very much for watching. Controller, work with me here. And hopefully I will stop staring at Snow's butt. Stop. Thank you. Apparently Zarla just wants to stare at Snow. You know what? That's fine, I guess. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here next time as we do another standard quest. We'll get back to event quests eventually, but we'll be doing a standard quest tomorrow. See you all then!